Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Squeaky Floorboard Society. I'm Megan,
And I'm Sage,
and you're here for season two.
which is awesome.
Yeah, this is officially the first episode of season two. We didn't talk about the order beforehand,
No.
so I've only just found out that it's my episode.
Yeah, I started us off with season 1, so I figured take off with
That makes
season 2.
sense. No, that makes complete sense, and I would have known that if I had taken the time to look at anything.
Hey, we're both busy people.
Although to be fair, I saw that you did that, and my brain just didn't put two and two together.
Oh, you're good. I was just like
Even just now as I was filling it out, I was like, my episode's first. What that means.
yeah, no, you're good. I like jump started on a bunch of things all of a sudden like for the podcast cuz I'm not in school right now and
Do you go back next week too?
yeah, Monday. Monday starts up again.
Me
So,
too.
um we also had like a really like awful thing for my family
Right.
over my break. So to distract myself, I put a lot of effort into like getting things ready for the podcast.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That was a pretty big deal for you guys,
Yeah.
obviously, so.
Yeah, it happened very quickly. I was supposed to stay when I came to visit. I was supposed to stay until that day, but I came back early instead.
Oh. I'm
So,
glad you went back early.
yeah, I guess I'll just say it cuz we're kind of beating around the bush if
Yeah.
you guys hadn't figured it out. My mother-in-law, who numerous times we've kind of stopped recording so that I could be there for my husband, she passed away on New Year's Day at like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of dealing with that.
So obviously it'll be quite, you know what, I was gonna say, send your condolences to Sage and her husband, but they're not gonna hear this for another like how long?
This one comes out the second week of April.
It's gonna be a while. I guess they could be belated condolences.
But no, I watched the rabbi slowly just like die inside as he kept giving people like basic one-step directions and nobody was listening to him. I just uh I couldn't stop. I was just like watching him like just I mean, he would keep saying the same sentence over and over again and not a single person was listening. So it was just him going, "It's okay, I'm the rabbi. I'm telling you this because I know what I'm doing." I was like, "We're going to watch this rabbi crash out." But yeah, so
So other than the death in your family, do you have any small talk?
no, not that I can think of.
That I couldn't think of a good way to ask that
No, you're
question.
good. You're
I was
good.
just like,
You kind of been like you already knew about all of this.
right,
So,
right.
it wasn't new
I've
anything
had
new for you.
yeah, I've had time to sit with it.
Yeah.
Well, I have something to inform the people, which is that I'm getting into, and I have my soup here. Uh, I'm getting into traditional Chinese medicine for some reason.
Hey, that's cool.
I was getting into it. I know it's a trend on TikTok right now. I was getting into it before that. Like I think I've mentioned to you before. I've been doing like qigong for like 6
Yeah.
months.
I did know that.
Yeah, like I started that 6 months ago. I took a little bit of a break cuz I was working a lot, but I got back into it a few weeks ago. And then I got on TikTok and I was mad as hell to see people talking about it like it was some new thing. Um But I will say that the fact that it is a trend on TikTok now has given me some resources
Oh,
to
that's
find
good.
some nice recipes.
That's good though that it's like helping.
Yeah, and I do hope that it we've glazed Japan for several years now. It's about time we glaze China too.
Yeah.
Cuz they got a lot like Japan's culture is really cool and stuff, but and for I I mean, I want to move to Japan one day. But China's cool too. I wouldn't be upset moving to China either.
Aren't you watching
China's
a Chinese drama or were?
I I finished it a while ago. It was 77. If you guys have not seen The Legend of Zhen Huan, you must watch it. It's so good.
I
Sage,
feel
you would love it,
I
honestly.
probably would because because I feel like in
I would
I was
you
like
would love it.
you talked about dramas because I wrote it. This episode thing says the Beast of Shalons, Mothman, UFO, being sick, Shrek erotica, dreams.
But yeah, you would like it. It's very dramatic. It's very like imagine the level of drama of Grey's Anatomy, but it's a bunch of beautiful Chinese women in a harem.
That would be something that Dennis would like eat up.
Well, yeah, you guys could watch it. You guys could watch it together. He can
Because
watch it for the beautiful women,
all of our
and you can watch it
shows,
for the drama.
all of our shows are have like started. So one of them is a new season. They just started on back on Tuesday, and then all of our shows that we typically watch, they were on their mid-season break, and they came back on Thursday. And
Oh,
so I have 4 episodes to watch, and I waited for him because he was staying with my father-in-law.
right.
Not to date this episode, but the first was only like 10 days ago, give or take. So he went to go stay with my father-in-law. So out of respect for him, I did not go ahead and watch our shows. But now he's home.
Now
He
you
got
can
home this
watch them.
morning, so now I can.
That's good. How's he doing? You can cut it out if you don't want to
He
say it on the show.
I'll probably keep it in the show because it's a real human emotion, something that people feel. He's definitely like just trying to shove it down. Um,
Yeah.
and he's like pouring himself into work, which is like an avoidance behavior with it, which that's fine. I
At least
just
it's a good avoidance behavior. It's not like a really bad, unhealthy one.
yeah. But I also know that like he's avoiding thinking about it, and I know that eventually it's gonna hit really hard.
Right.
So
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about for him
yeah,
because he seems like the type to just shove everything down.
he is. So
I
we're
relate to
just
that. I get
taking
it.
it one day at a time.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, and
That's what we had to do because we also had a death in the family recently.
yeah,
So
and just doing taking it one day at a time and just going from there.
yeah, that's all you can do.
Because if you guys didn't know, grief is not linear.
No, and not everyone grieves the same way.
Hmm.
It's it's a spectrum.
It is.
Like autism, it's a spectrum. Do we have anything else before we get started?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well then today we're going to be learning about Centralia. Oh wait, we haven't even said the theme for the season yet.
Oh, we have.
have
We're.
we ever had have we ever done a podcast before?
I don't think so. It's been a struggle today, y'all.
We've also had like 2 weeks off from
That is
recording.
well, at least like
So
this, because I think about 2 weeks ago is when we recorded our final episode and that was a whole
yeah.
different way.
Which was just us yapping.
Yeah. And my dad in the corner.
Um
I need you to
yep.
know if you listen to the audio, it is like you could hear my dad the
I
entire
no, I
time
know.
just.
I know. So the theme for season 2 is small towns, big haunts. This ranges the gamut from actual ghosts to urban legends to monsters to true crime,
Yep.
which true crime's a touchy subject.
I have a lot of true crime in mind, y'all. I just need you to know.
I have one and it is quite old and I'm sure basically everybody involved is dead now,
I
which
can confidently say that none of mine are. However, one of them that is like probably the most touchiest, we do not fully go into. It is like briefly skimmed over, and that's literally the next episode that like my first episode of season 2. The next episode you'll hear.
but yeah, so today I'm going to be covering Centralia, Pennsylvania. Some of you may already know what I'm about to talk about. It's not exactly a super niche topic anymore, but I thought it's a fun little, just a fun way to start off the season. Sage, are you familiar with Centralia?
Yes, I don't. I think it's only like an hour and a half away from me. I'm gonna fact check
Yeah,
myself on that.
was gonna say I figured you knew what it was, considering it's in Pennsylvania.
And I basically live
Well,
in Pennsylvania,
and while you're fact checking, I'll get started.
not Centerville,
One,
Virginia.
That's not what you're looking for.
It's 2 hours.
That's not bad.
No.
So, one of the most influential and well known horror games of all time is undoubtedly the Silent Hill franchise. The series has even been depicted in film with its 2006 adaptation of the same name. The film does its best to convey the evil and misery present in the ever foggy town of Silent Hill. While the game itself may not be based on a real place, the director of the film adaptation cites one particular place as an inspiration during his creation of the movie, Centralia, Pennsylvania. Which I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I thought the game itself was inspired by Centralia, but the devs who are Japanese said that they were just inspired by like the American like small town ghost town aesthetic. It wasn't anyone in particular, but the director of the movie, it's a French guy, I think.
Okay.
The French are always present.
They forever will be, I think.
Um but he said specifically Centralia,
Okay.
which I guess explains a lot of the cracks in the ground. My nose has been itching. I got cat hair up my nose earlier.
Oh, I
Yeah,
feel for you.
it got stuck to my fucking thing and everything. So we're gonna do some history before we get into the later stuff. So the land that Centralia, because some of it's interesting and some familiar people might pop up. The land that Centralia now sits on is the result of a colonial purchase by settlers from the local natives who already lived there. For a long time, this land didn't have any particular name, nor was it incorporated to any sort of township. A former French sea captain named Stephen Girard purchased the land at auction, believing there to be coal under the land, which did turn out to be correct. Inside the forming township, a man named Jonathan Faust opened the tavern that gave the town its first moniker. It was called the Bull Moose Tavern, and the town was colloquially known as Bull Moose afterwards.
Okay.
Notice something there. So, the guy who opened the tavern that gave it its first name, his last name was Faust.
Okay.
Um, Faust, like to make a Faust is to make a deal with the devil.
Oh, I did not know that.
hmm
Okay.
I think the main, it's like a, it's vernacular, like slang for that.
Okay.
Um, because it was the last name of of a character in a novel who made a deal with the devil. I don't remember which one.
Okay. I did not know that, so that's interesting.
I just think that's interesting considering what Centralia becomes.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the land passed into the hands of the Locust Coal Mining Company that it became a real town. Alexander Rhea drew up plans for the new mining town and named it Centerville, but later changed it to Centralia due to there already being a Centerville. And with that, Centralia was born.
Not me looking up Centerville, Virginia
And
prior.
yeah, what is that called? Synchronicity.
Yeah.
In 1954, the Mine Run Railroad was completed, turning it into a large-scale mining area with camps popping up all around the rapidly growing town. In 1866, Centralia became an officially incorporated town with a population of 1,300 residents. Despite the promise that the new town held as an economic center, it wasn't all pleasant. Here's where some familiar people pop up. They
Okay.
may not, I don't know if they'll be familiar to you, but they
They'll be
might be
familiar to
considering where
someone.
you live. In the 1850s, Irish coal miners brought the ideals of the Molly Maguires with them to Pennsylvania. The Molly Maguires were a group founded by Molly Maguire to fight against exploitation by English landowners, leading to violent riots. The Molly Maguires who settled around Pennsylvania were unhappy with the exploitation of workers in the coal mines, many of whom were Irish. While many of their tactics were progressive, such as the formation of unions, they also frequently used threats and intimidation to get their way, as well as outright violence. At the peak of the violence, miners on strike clashed with mine owners before four men from the Molly Maguires were tried and hanged for crimes committed during the riots, and the group faded away. Before they faded away, however, Alexander Rhea himself was killed by the Molly Maguires. The violence ended, but the incidents remained a dark spot in Centralia's history. I wasn't sure if you would have heard of them, given where you live.
No, I don't think I have. But like as you know, sometimes I learn things and then 2 seconds later it's lost in the abyss.
Right. The only reason I knew who they were is because I am indeed Irish. I don't know if anybody could tell by the fact that I glow on camera
I when you first
like
said
a ghost.
Molly, and I was like Molly Malone was the first thing, which I is that an Irish song and like an Irish legend or something of the such?
Maybe. I'm not sure. There's a lot of Mollies in Irish stuff.
Okay, I'll have to fact check
Bye,
myself later on that.
bye, honey. He's leaving.
Oh, bye, Daryl.
Sage says bye. He says bye. So, Centralia's population continued to grow as coal production grew, fostered by the development of nearby railroads. At its peak, Centralia housed 2,761 residents. The population remained fairly steady until 1917 when World War I broke out. Many of the young men went off to fight, and many didn't return home, whether they were killed in the war or simply chose to move elsewhere. Strikes against mining corporations furthered the decline. Despite an increase in coal demand during World War II, it was not enough to keep people in Centralia. This decline would continue until the 1960s when the population reached about 1,300 people once again. But in 1962, something happened that would change Centralia forever. And every single thing that happens from here on out is just, for those of you who don't know the story of Centralia, basically the rest of this is just from stupid to worse.
Yeah,
Not getting more stupid, but one kind of stupid thing leads to just a snowball of terrible.
yeah,
I need a drink.
quite literally the domino effect.
I need to have like a different mug every season instead of using the same one every time I record.
It's your favorite mug.
It's one of my I have two favorite mugs. It's that one and my Naruto mug. Surprise, surprise.
I
Ghost
know,
and
right?
Naruto. Who could have seen this coming?
No one.
Literally no one. Oh, I scrolled back up. In May of 1962, the town council wanted to clean up the city's landfills. In order to do so, they set fire to the landfill located in an old abandoned strip mine. The fire was carefully watched by firefighters, who extinguished the blaze once the contents of the landfill were burned away. All seemed well until 2 days later. Sporadic fires began popping up around town, and upon further investigation, it was discovered that the mine tunnels themselves had been lit on fire during the landfill burn. Despite several actions taken by the town to put out the underground fires, they were unable to do so. Even when the surface fires were not present, the fires underground caused issues above ground. Smoke and carbon monoxide made life unbearable for residents as the fire continued to spread. The heat from the fires also caused large sinkholes to form and release toxic amounts of carbon monoxide. In 1983, Congress offered a payout to residents who wanted to leave as the scale of the problem had become obvious. Most residents took the offer, and by the 1990s, only 63 people remained. In 1992, the governor of Pennsylvania enacted eminent domain on the homes and buildings of Centralia. This would lead to a legal battle by the residents that would continue until 2013, when the remaining 7 residents won the right to remain in their homes. However, once they pass, or they decide to move, their homes will be reclaimed by the state. Centralia also had its postal code discontinued in 2009, so once the residents leave, there will truly be nothing left. Only a handful of buildings remain, and it was reported in 2006 that the fires would continue to burn for another 250 years.
Holy shit.
Centralia may not be haunted in the traditional sense, like some of our other places this season, but it is indeed a frightening place. As both residents and police abandon the town, tourists have slowly made the situation worse by vandalizing what is left. Residents who still live there have had their homes vandalized by people looking to have fun in a ghost town. If the acts of vandalism aren't enough to scare you, the town itself might. To this day, the town still is a dangerous place to be, with fiery sinkholes able to open up at any given time. Many who visit report feelings of fear and anxiety, likely from the environment rather than anything else. I actually read this story online. It's a guy named Steve, and his dad still lives in Centralia.
Oh
He
my
just refuses to
goodness.
leave because he's older.
Yeah.
And his mailbox has been taken out a couple of times. His house has been like his actual house that he lives in has been graffitied.
Hey guys, maybe don't fuck up people's homes. Simple
Now
as
he
that.
did say he said I'm guessing they didn't think anyone still lived there because a lot of people think Centralia is straight up abandoned. It's
Yeah.
not. There are
No.
still like 63 people that live there. And so you can't just pick a house at random.
Yeah.
And I guess and so the postal code being discontinued as well, um the residents have PO boxes in nearby towns where they go
Okay.
pick up their mail
That was my next question was where how did they get their mail?
from PO boxes. But to me, the thing that makes Centralia so scary is just the fact that there's still people there.
Yeah. And
It's a ghost town, but it still has people.
yeah.
Like
Hey guys, just
oh
because it
oh
says ghost, it doesn't necessarily mean that nobody lives there. It just
yeah,
means that it's not a big town anymore.
yeah, I mean people called our town that I live in a ghost town after one of the factories closed.
Mhm.
It's not. We still have like a shitload of people here.
Yeah. So,
So, in conclusion, please do not visit Centralia. It's dangerous, and the residents don't want you there. Also, it is illegal and is considered trespassing. However, you should remember Centralia since the government wants to erase it. Over the years, the name of the town has been taken off municipal buildings and anything else that they can remove it from. So remember the town and the residents who still live there, and honor the town's memory by never going there.
yeah.
And that is the sad story of Centralia, a town haunted not by ghosts, not by monsters, but by people.
Yeah.
And some wacky decision making in 1962.
It's so crazy. I didn't realize that that's when it started.
It's been on fire since 1962.
That's crazy. I knew that it's been on fire for like a while, but I didn't realize how long, and I didn't realize it was still going to be on fire for at least another 250 years.
So if that was in 2006, it's now 2026, so it'll burn for another 240 years.
Still, that's so wild to
That's
me.
that's a long ass time.
Yeah. That's
But
we'll all be gone by
yeah,
then.
yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say well maybe, but
I won't be.
oh yeah, you're a
Those
vampire.
yeah, those girls at Bob Evans, they were right. It's not cuz I'm Irish. That's not why I'm pale.
Have
My
you
skin is.
ever seen Megan eat garlic?
What's crazy is there is garlic in this soup.
Well, and it's also like I don't know. What do you expect me to examine their food every time they eat? Like,
Like I mentioned before, I had a container of garlic sauce from Papa John's in my purse
yeah,
because there was never enough at any function for me
I know. And it's
that
also
had pizza.
like, do you expect me to just watch Megan eat at all times to see if
Yeah.
Megan's ever eaten garlic?
Yeah, they do actually. They expected you to go get like some garlic and throw it at me and see what happened.
Which I wasn't gonna do anyway. That just feels mean, even if you were a vampire.
It's just a confusing thing to have happen to you.
With no context either.
Literally, you're just what the fuck? Why'd you throw garlic at me? I think I would catch on pretty quickly though. I'll be honest.
Everyone was
I'd be
throwing
like,
garlic at you.
who put you up to this? But yeah,
Uh,
do you have any final thoughts on Centralia?
I think it would be cool to view from a distance. Like, I wouldn't want to be in the town, but like the
Right, like some
outskirts,
binoculars.
like maybe like the outskirts, part of where I could just park my car and look, and then just like not enter into the actual.
If we could find a high vantage point and get a really good quality telescope,
Oh, we could go look at it then,
we
from
could go
like
look.
200 yards away.
Yeah, and just not even enter the town, not bother anybody.
Yeah.
But ever since the claim that it inspired Silent Hill came out online, which almost every freaking site says that, yeah, it did, and then you actually go to what the Japanese devs said, and they're like, what's that?
Yeah.
I'm from Japan. I don't know what that is. Um, But that claim has been incredibly damaging to Centralia in recent times
Yeah,
because
I
that
can
brought a
believe
lot
that.
of the tourism and vandalism, quite frankly, because
Yeah.
shithead teenagers who don't have anything better to do than play Silent Hill,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Not that Silent Hill's a bad franchise. Silent Hill is a great franchise.
However, being a piece of shit and vandalizing people's homes, which granted, again, ghost town does not necessarily mean nobody lives there.
Yeah.
It's just less people live there.
Right, it's just not it's a ghost of what it once was.
Yeah. So,
But that is all I have today. I thought that was a short, quick, and easy intro into the season.
it's a nice intro. I
I
do.
said I said a fun intro in the before I started telling it. It's not fun. That was the complete wrong word to use.
But a nice little
It's very
short sweet. I wouldn't even say
oh,
sweet. A short.
uh, a short. Oh, a boy fell into one of the sinkholes when they
Oh
first opened up. A little
shit.
boy. He did not die. They
Okay,
got him
good.
out. He was
Good.
not on fire. They got him out. I think he like minimal injuries too.
That's good.
It was mostly pets.
Oh. Oh. Poor
I'm just
pets.
imagining just imagining somebody has like a shithead dog that's mean to everybody. And everybody's like, what a loss. The dog that chases the mailman just sees it fall in and is like,
Oh no,
anyways.
I'll save
Oh,
you from over here.
oh, anyways. The
No,
amount of cats that actually no, cats are smart. Cat that did not happen to a cat.
as my cat, I've had to pull out of craters in the ground because she's like, this is my new home.
Your cat's very special.
She
I say
was.
your cat's very special as if I don't own the dumbest cat in the world.
Well, when she got under our
Like,
house, she stared at me through the hole in the subflooring and was like, not this house, our old house, and was just looking at me, but she had no way out or to get up. So then she's like trying to run from me as I'm trying to pull her back up. And I was like, and don't ever do this, people. You can paralyze your cat. I had to grab her by her tail like a fucking possum to get her
right. They're
to a safe place. And I was like, why? But
right.
here's how stupid she is. She's just sitting there like, meh, meh. As she's upside down, I'm holding her by her tail. And I'm like, you are.
Listen, it's not gonna paralyze your cat. Your cat is special.
Mine thought it was the greatest thing ever.
No, literally, and some cats do like to be upside down though. Sasuke likes to be upside down, and he's one of my dumb cats. So maybe stupid cats like to be held upside down. But we hold him like a baby and then hold him upside down. And he goes from like he'll be like when I'm holding him upright, and then he'll go when he's upside down. He loves it. Starts purring. It's his favorite thing. We
I
don't hold him
love
upside
that.
down for long. We don't put him completely upside down, and we don't hold him upside down for long. For those of you who are about to be up in arms, but he
Freya
wants us to.
Freya likes when if you grab her back legs and you lift them up, and then she likes to do somersaults away from you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
guys, cats
Some cats
are
are.
interesting.
Our cat Simpson likes to pull people's pants down. That's not a joke. He's pantsed both me and Daryl.
I love that.
Just, yeah. It's absolutely. He'll come up to you and he'll stretch. And his big problem is that he gets his claws hooked and he doesn't understand how to unhook his little claws.
So,
So then he'll go to get down and he can't. So he just pulls your pants with him. Like, I was making dinner one night. Daryl was in the kitchen talking to me, and I hear, Simpson, what the fuck? And I look and Simpson is holding Daryl's pants. His pants are on the floor around his ankles. Daryl's looking at him. I'm like, what has happened here? He's like, the cat pants to me. I said, no, he didn't. And then it happened to me, and I was like, I'll be damned, the cat did pants him.
it's I love that. I love that it was the no, and then it's oh no, that did happen.
Yeah. I was like, it's because you wear your pants so low. That wouldn't happen to a normal person. I wear my pants at the correct height, and it did indeed happen to me.
I love that.
Does Dennis do that thing where like his pants are just like like they're almost plumber level?
Yeah, and then he
Pisses me
wears a
off.
belt too, and I'm like, why? Why at this
Doesn't wear
point?
a belt. He doesn't wear a belt, but he'll be sitting there and the big problem is he'll go to stand up and his pants have slid down as he's sitting. and his whole boxers is just
That's Dennis sometimes.
I I have started countering this by singing the queso song um in the club butt naked with my booty cheeks out.
I know what you're talking.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
The club hit that never was.
It's our
It will
club
be.
hit.
I have faith. I have faith in him. I've never been to the club, so
This is our club.
I wouldn't know. Um, but I'll do that. He'll stand up and his pants way too long. I'll be like, "You in the club butt naked with your booty cheeks out?" And he's like, "Stop!" And then he pulls them up.
I love that.
Well, do we have anything else? It's so insightful and fascinating to share with our viewers slash listeners.
I don't think so. I'm pretty low energy today. It seems like we kind of both are.
I think I'm low energy. I think I'm just like, first of all, this is bothering me. This is hurting my noggin. I have a very sensitive head and ears. Um, Also, yeah, it's kind of. I'm tired. I've had work done this week to my home. I'll probably talk about that next episode.
I
But
I have my small
and
talk
the
about the next
weather's
one.
and the weather's nasty here.
Yeah, it
Well, if
is for us too. It heated up, but it's been raining.
it heated up for a few days, and it was pouring down rain. Um, and then it cooled off. It is still raining,
I know it
so it's
was
just
really
nasty as
warm
fuck.
when I got there because it was like 20 degrees when I left here. And when I got there, I was like, "Oh, well, why did I pack my winter coat for then?"
It
I
was
didn't.
66 degrees here yesterday, and it's like 39 right now.
It is 20 something I think outside today, but I'm
Didn't
up in the
care.
mountains
I wouldn't care if it stayed at 30 the whole time, but you can't give me a 66-degree day and
and
then a
then drop.
31 the next.
Yeah,
That's a dick move.
yeah, that is. Well, I don't have anything else to say.
Neither.
I would love to see Centralia from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be shitheads and vandalize. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to say we advocate for vandalizing government property, but more than residential property. We do not we do not
Yeah.
condone vandalization of residential property.
Yeah.
So, don't go to Centralia. If you go to Centralia, I will be in in your closet when you go to bed that night, no matter where you are in the world. And I will jump out Five Nights at Freddy's style, and you will be no more.
I love how we are so violent
The last thing you see is me coming out Springtrap style at you.
with the katana.
No, no, I'm not even using a katana. I'm just gonna my jaw's gonna unhinge like a FNAF game. So don't go to Centralia unless you want me to jump out of your closet like that.
There are going to be
I
people
want.
someday that are going to be like posting pictures of Centralia and then like adding us.
I'm gonna at them back, and it's just gonna be my mouth photoshopped to be unbelievably large with their address under inside of it.
All right, well, before we get any further into creepiness,
Yeah. Before I make any more things that I can be threats that I can be held accountable for in court. We'll see you next episode.
see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.